Tell us the key to your success. How do you go from playing in small clubs in Australia to becoming international superstars?
I think there's a few things. I think we love what we do.
Yeah.
I think we work really hard.
Yeah.
And
We've released a lot of music.
We have, and I think it's been really stepping stones. Brick by brick, we have played at bigger venues.
But couldn't loads of artists say they've tried so hard over the years? For you, what was it that unlocked the real value of your business, your artistry?
I mean, I think the records help. I think the internet has definitely helped. I think streaming our sets has helped.
Yep.
Especially when, you know, festivals go viral. We definitely felt a lot of love from South America when we played a big festival in Belgium called Tomorrowland.
Yep.
And they put us on the main stage and streamed the set. And then basically overnight we had a whole lot of bookings to South America, and that was about 3 years ago now.
Yeah. It's a, you know, we love online because it's an honest gauge on where we're getting love and what we're doing right, and also what our fans don't like.
And what they do like. You know, our fans have told us which singles we should release next.
Yeah, we've had casting calls for our music videos through our Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a great honest gauge, I think.
It's a great time for music to be able to engage with people online like this.
Directly, quickly as well.
You know, Liv and Mim's success, which I've charted, you know, throughout their career, because Matt Colin, their manager, is really a genius in the space. He and I worked on Steve Aoki as well, who's been quite successful. And I think what this moment in time is that there is a model in the music business of the major labels that was all about restriction. It was all about time and distance and controlling it and Tuesday release. And, you know, they were just mentioning, you know, they're releasing a constant stream of music. It's not the album release anymore. They're connecting directly with their fans. They're taking advantage of social media to even understand where to go on tour and where to route. And so that wasn't possible before with the music business as it used to be, but with social media, it's really become a very important thing.
Mim and Liv, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. You know, we've played some key festivals around the world, and what we'll purposely do is hold off 3 or 4 records that we're planning to release over the next 6 or 7 months. And then we often know if that set is going to be streamed live, and then we'll get an honest gauge on which record we should go with first. So,
effectively A&Ring our release schedule.
Well, then what is more valuable to you? Is it selling records, or is it getting modeling contracts, becoming cover girls? What's more important to you in terms of business?
Oh, look, the music is the most important thing for us.
Yeah, we always lead with the music, and then anything that comes our way, if it feels
organic
and we can relate to it, then of course we'll combine forces.
Yeah.
Whatever the challenges in the music business, you seem to have overcome them quite well. But what would you say, from your perspective, are the biggest challenges to being in that industry right now?
Well, it's a double-edged sword, because I think 10 years ago they did used to wait and have a big release plan for a record.
Yeah. But I think you've got to have a lot more going on.
Exactly. You have
a lot of content.
Yeah, more prolific.
When you're not releasing singles, your fans want to see you on tour. They also want to see a bit more of you behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So there's in the studio.
It sounds like there's very little downtime.
Yeah, our downtime kind of needs to be online these days.
At a time when record labels spend less and less money on their artists, how important is it for you to get brand sponsorship?
Well, we can single-handedly say if it wasn't for some of the brands that we work with and that we've done deals with, like Soul we did a speaker deal with, and CoverGirl, Make Us Beautiful. If it wasn't for them, you know, we wouldn't have the music videos that you guys see now.
Yeah.
Because they've paid for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really a breaking point in this industry, because because of all of the old restrictions of copyright law and all of these things and territory restrictions and whatnot, you know, the record industry has pushed itself and really held itself to selling recorded music. And so all of these artists, through smart management, are going out and building these relationships with brands that are really meaningful. I mean, I'm working with another artist right now who the record label said, you know what, I'll give you $10,000 for your music video. This is a platinum selling artist. And so we have to go to brands to create better art. And so, you know, I know with Liv and Mim, CoverGirl and Soul Republic, the headphone group, have been so instrumental in making their content.
Well, given the popularity of Liv and Mim, ladies, why don't the record companies want to spend more dollars on you when companies like CoverGirl see the real value? When you've got tens of thousands of people at shows with their iPhones at you, streaming your music everywhere, why don't the record labels see this value?
Well, I think it comes down to that the record labels aren't making as much money now these days.
Yeah, I think the brands get a little bit more visibility because you don't really see artists going out going, yay, EMI or yay, Universal, but you do see artists going, hey, check out my Beats headphones or Soul headphones.
Yeah.
But does that make you an artist or does that make you a salesman?
No, because I think that's where you can tell the artists that
combine forces,
with brands that work.
The brands that they're working with are natural extensions. The brands that Liv and Mim are working with are natural extensions.
Yeah,
they wear makeup. They're beautiful. You know, like CoverGirl is a natural extension to them. So
well, it feels like a natural extension.
Kim Kardashian selling tires on Twitter.
That's not going to work.
Not necessarily a natural card, you know.
But Liv and Mim, do you worry at all about relying on corporate sponsors and finding yourselves potentially, if it's not happening now, may happen in the future, prisoner to the whims and demands of corporations as opposed to what you want to do authentically with your music?
Smart brands are now allowing the artists to be artists. They understand that they need to sponsor them and allow them to be artists.
Ladies, you want to weigh in?
Yeah, it's very, very important to us that we
connect with the brand.
Connect with the brand, and we're not really selling like, oh, buy this lipstick or do that. We're you know, using it because we love it, and then if people cotton on that we're applying it at backstage at a gig, then great. You know, and we do.
I just think you should be selling hairspray because clearly you've got some that works.
It definitely works, doesn't it? It's my secret. No, but we have had brands that have approached us and said, "Hey, I'll give you a bunch of, you know, a load of money if you put me in your music video," and we've said no because it hasn't felt right. So yeah, I think as long as we don't become a slave to the brands and what they want from us, then I think it's going to work in harmony, as it has been, I think.
Yeah.